So you must have heard everywhere about journaling, right? Right from self-help gurus to a lot of speakers and even mental health professionals, they talk about journaling. But what exactly is journaling and how do you start with that? So if you're a beginner to journaling, this video is for you. Hi everyone, I'm Ashna Balasubramaniam and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, you are going to be learning the basics of journaling with just a pen and a paper. No fancy equipment as of now, but I'll be telling you about the different types of methods available as journaling tools. So in addition to that, I will be giving you specific real life scenarios just so that you can understand how I use a real life scenario to journal it out and how I can introspect based on that. So with these examples, I am sure that you'll be able to understand journaling better if you're a beginner. And towards the end of the video, there will be a couple of journaling prompts and you will be able to work together on those prompts with me. So with that, let's start off with the video. Okay, so with that, let's begin with what journaling means. The aim of this video is to simplify things just so that you are able to get into journaling. So with that in mind, I'll tell you what journaling is. Journaling is nothing but the act of keeping a record of activities or events. That is all that journaling is. But then there are different types of journals available. So you have heard of this daily journals and you've heard of gratitude journals. You may have heard of art journals and there are bullet journals and there are different types of journals. So these are nothing but tools and methods of journaling. And in addition to that, in each of these journals, regardless of what type is it that I've mentioned, you can record a different set of activities in each of that. So let's say you want to keep a track of your food intake. So what is the food that you're eating in the morning, for breakfast, for lunch and for dinner, and you want to keep a track of the calories and probably you want to monitor it for a period of 1 month. So that is nothing but a food journal. A lot of people keep a food journal to keep a check on their calorie intake or for other health reasons. So that's a food journal. Another type of journal is a travel journal. People would like to record, keepsakes from their travel, where they went to, where they had their lodging, and things like that. They'd also like to pin their tickets as a part of the journal, how they planned, who they went with, pictures of it, and they can all put that in their journal. Okay, so that would be a travel journal. But today we are going to be talking about the daily journal. It's a very simple type of journaling. All you need is a pen and a paper. You may have also, if you watched Big Bang Theory, you may have also heard of Sheldon's journal. So when Sheldon gets home a box of things from his mom, there is like a potty journal. So initially, I know it was very laughable on that show, but there are people who would like to monitor their bowel movements as well if they're suffering from bowel disorders and things like that. So these are the different types of journaling that can be done. So in today's simple journaling, I'll tell you what it is all about. Let us think about a very general case scenario. So you are someone who's working and you just wake up in the morning, you get dressed for work, you go to work and then you spend an entire day working through a lot of things and then you come back home, you spend a little time with your family, you freshen up, you eat and then you sleep. That could be how your life is right now. And in another case, you're probably a college student and you have to get up in the morning, you have to get to college, and after college you spend a little time with your studies, with your friends, and then you come back home, you have your assignments, you go out for little outings with your friends, and then you come back home, eat your dinner, and then you sleep. So let's say, like in these cases, this is how your routine life looks like, right? So you may ask me, Ashna, what is the point of journaling, a routine activity that has been done every day? So one thing you can do is you can write down a list of things that have happened during the day. Okay, I know it may sound very mundane and very routine like, but then when you jot down the different things, try to observe how your day went. Did you have a perfectly good day? Did you have a bad day? Did you have an okayish day? And think about why that particular thing, why did you feel that way about a particular day. So let's say you felt really good about that day. Okay, you have come back home, you're feeling pretty happy about the day. So why exactly are you feeling happy? Is there any specific instance during your day that made you happy? There could be multiple instances lined up that made you happy. So maybe let's say Your boss sent a congratulatory email to the team regarding your work, or let us say your spouse gifted you something. So these may be little things, but when they pile up, they could make your entire day look good. It's all in the little things. So when you note those things down, you will begin to understand what is causing your happiness or what is causing you to be upset. So let's say you are upset about your day and you write down the things. You feel like overall it was just a crappy day, okay, just loads of work and all of that. What exactly did you feel when you had loads of work? Did you feel like people were pushing you to do things and like not giving you enough timelines to execute your work? Or did you feel like were you pressurizing yourself to put in a lot more work in just a stipulated time? Or were you being overly hard on yourself when you were doing your work because you wanted to take on more things and you were not willing to ask for help? Or is that how your day went? So when you are upset or when you are happy, you can count the number of things that actually made you upset or happy. So by doing this, you look back on your day and you try to understand what exactly was the moment that made you upset or happy. So you may ask, what is the need for doing something like this? I know I'm trying to look for something that may be upset or happy, but what is the reason for doing this? When you actually think about it, journaling it out will help you understand what upsets you or what makes you happy. In case you are going through stress on an everyday basis without even realizing, telling yourself, okay, this is how life is. I have to work, I have to get to my assignments, and this is how it is. I cannot escape this, and this is how it is always going to be stressful. But think about it, the effects of stress may not be very positively influential on your health, right? So in that case, you want to understand how you can make things a little better for you, just so that you can enjoy it a little more. After all, we are on this earth just so that we can enjoy life, make meaningful connections, do things that make us happy, right? So why do you want to spend this time on earth being stressed about something? So some of us are so used to stress that we don't even know like what it is like to be without stress. So that is why I'm not saying everybody is going to be stressed out. A lot of people have a very positive outlook on life, and even then, when you write these things down, right, it influences your mood better, it makes you feel better about things, and it also makes you understand what is the kind of outlook you have on life. Nobody is going to be always positive, nobody is going to be always negative. There is a gray area there. Sometimes people may be positive when it comes to a lot of things. Great, overall they are positive. But then there could be certain things in their life that they react very negatively to, because nobody is perfect after all, right? Okay, so let's take up another scenario. Let us say I had a fight with my friend today and I'm pretty upset about that. I come back home and then I feel pretty upset about that, and I just want to write it down. Writing it down helps because you are writing it in a book. A book is not going to judge you. Once you write down, your brain understands that you have put it down. You don't have to remember it with the same intensity as you remembered it when you were upset. Not just that, once you write it down, let's say I had a fight with my friend over, let's say I was pretty sick and I couldn't make it for like an outing, and my friend is pretty upset about that. On one side, I feel that, okay, why is she upset about that? Why is she just not understanding the simple fact that I'm not sick and I'm not able to make it? But then she probably feels that, okay, if Ashana is sick, I can probably go stay with her. But then when she probably asks me or something, I just shut it off saying, no, I don't want anyone to come see me. I don't want anyone. I just want to take rest. So in this particular scenario, there are two different perspectives. There is a friend who wants to be with me, who wants to be there for me during my times of sickness. So she is right in her perspective. But then when you think about my perspective, I am also right in my perspective, because I am sick and I want to take a little rest. Maybe some of us are not used to being around people when we are sick, because we are at our most vulnerable stage when we are sick, right? So we are not going to be happy around people when we are sick. And of course, like, other than my immediate family members who stay with me and who know that how I look like when I'm sick, or how I feel like when I'm sick, or how cranky I get when I'm sick, I probably don't want to show that to a friend. So which is absolutely okay. If you think about it, both the perspectives are right in their own way. So when you understand, when you write it down, you understand where the other person is coming from, and how your perspective also fits into that particular scenario. And then you can reach a common middle ground to resolve your conflict. You can work around on that particular thing. You can try to explain to her, saying that, see, when I am sick, I am not comfortable having people around. I just feel like I need to be alone for some time, but if I need help, I'll always reach out to you. So, my noble intention friend can understand, and then she can tell me, okay, I understand that you need some downtime, and I'm okay to accommodate that for you, but then feel free to reach out to me if you need anything. So, that way you reach a middle ground. So, when you write these things down, right, your mind starts becoming a little calmer. Your mind is like cluttered with thoughts. So this is how it looks like when your mind is cluttered. But once you start unraveling each of these thoughts, it becomes a little more clear to you as to what could have possibly gone wrong, what could have possibly gone right. So which is why journaling is important. So now let's come down to how to journal. So all you need is a pen and a paper. Write whatever comes to your mind. You don't have to think about, putting it into the right sentences. It doesn't have to retain its coherence, because sometimes when your thoughts are messed up, right, you are unable to put out coherent thoughts and into coherent sentences. So you are allowed to just write it down. Write it down however you feel like. If you want to like mentally bash someone up, just write it down. It's okay. And once you are done with it, you will be able to see the reasoning behind that. It's okay, just go on an endless rant. You can write pages and pages, and sometimes it can be just a paragraph. But then once you write it out, you won't feel the burden of that unpleasant situation anymore. So I find comfort in art journaling too. For art journaling, I have made a separate video. So when it comes to art journaling, a lot of people put together stickers and stuff, cutouts from various sources, and they just put it together, paste it however they like, in according to their own aesthetic sense, and they probably write a few words in it, whatever they feel like. Some people just like to fill a page with artistic stickers, washi tapes, and stuff like that. It is up to them individually, but personally, I would prefer to leave a little space for writing, and I would probably write down an affirmation, my goals for the next 1 week or the next 1 month or the year, or maybe I would just like to see visualize and see how I would look like if I achieved all my dreams. So some people also visualize using a journal or an art journal or any other type of journal. So even with a pen and a paper, you can do your visualization exercise. You can think about the best possible case, best possible scenario for you, best possible situation you could be in, and then you could just journal it out. Sometimes it may not seem real, but I'm sure you've also read The Secret, where you learn about manifesting and all of that. I am not someone who's an expert on manifesting, but you can watch a couple of videos that explain law of attraction, manifestation, and all of that. So people use journaling for their visualization techniques as well. Also, I have these affirmation cards that I got from the Tall Elephant. It is really pretty. So I can just randomly pick a card. There is a stack of cards here, and it is really good things. Only you can find your inner balance. That's what this particular card says. If you would like to get your hands on these affirmation cards, I think this would be, really awesome. I'll link that as well in the description box below. In case you feel like, okay, you don't want to spend on affirmation cards or something like that, all you have to do is take a huge cardboard or pieces of paper, cut it out into pieces, and write a positive affirmation in each of the cards, and maybe put it in a cardboard box or a glass jar or anything like that. Every day just pick up one from that, and when you read it, you will definitely feel good. So that is like the Sasta way of doing things. So with that, let's do a little journaling exercise. I will be giving you about 3 prompts, and you can just pick up a notebook and a pen. You don't have to worry about having a proper journal. I'm going to be using this notebook from my own store, and I'm going to be using those journaling prompts, and I'm going to be journaling it out on this one. So this is your first journaling prompt. What are you most proud of about yourself? You just have to take a little time, pause the video, write it down, and then again play the video for the next prompt. Your second prompt is, which instance in your life made you realize that you're a strong person? Your final prompt is, what would you tell your younger self? A lot of people talk about consistency in journaling. I know that a lot of motivational speakers and social media influencers, they talk about journaling regularly. But maybe you are someone who tried out journaling and you didn't feel like keeping up to it. So, how do you try to ensure consistency or things like that? First of all, you have to remember that somebody else's standards and somebody else's things, it may not make sense to you. Okay, some people may find peace in journaling consistently, like journaling every single day and things like that. But maybe you are not someone who feels up to journaling every single day, or maybe you're someone who hasn't developed the habit of it first. So first of all, the first rule of journaling, I know, people talk about rules in journaling and all of that, but I feel like there is no rule in journaling other than just being kind to yourself. So don't push yourself too hard to be consistent. You don't have to be consistent, you don't have to be someone else, you don't have to have someone else's routine. All you have to do is just be yourself, have your own routine. As long as it is healthy, it is over, it is fine. If you want to learn things from others' routines, that's great, because you want to pick up something positive, and it's great to learn from others. But just because you're not consistent with journaling or things like that, it does not mean you should be hard on yourself. So, how do you develop the habit of journaling? So, first of all, I'm going to be giving you 3 prompts by the end of this video. So, try working that out with me. Try to understand what you feel like doing and how it feels like when you're actually doing those prompts. If you're going to be journaling in a very noisy environment, it is absolutely okay if you have a great sense of concentration. But then, if it is likely to distract you, I feel it would be best to have a calm environment. You could probably sit in your room for some time, or probably a balcony, or maybe in the park, and just like start journaling for some time. Another thing you could try is, maybe something in the past really upset you, and no matter how many years have passed, you are just not able to let go of that, you are not able to forgive that. Try journaling that particular incident, and try to see how you feel after that. Try to put everything. It can be a rant. If you want to scold someone, you can just scold someone. If you want to appreciate someone, you want to praise someone, you want to thank someone that you never even got a chance to thank, you can journal that out. And try to understand, try to focus on how you feel after that. You are supposed to be feeling a lot more relaxed. If not very relaxed, at least you will feel like, okay, I have now put it in a journal. Maybe there is a 5% improvement in my worry or my anxiety, and things like that. Try to observe like how you feel after that particular journaling exercise. Start small always, because when you start off with something big, you promise yourself, okay, I'm going to get a very big journal, I'm going to start journaling from today, I'm going to fill in pages together. Sometimes such big habits may not be consistent, so it's always best to start small and then start building on it, just so that it is sustainable and you can also be consistent with that. And just remember, just because a lot of people are being consistent and they're journaling every single day, you don't have to do that too. There are a couple of books I've come across that have really good journaling prompts. If you follow Lavender, her name is Eileen, her channel's name is called Lavender, and if you follow her, you would know that she has plenty of journaling prompts. She has launched a book called Artist of Life Workbook, and that particular workbook has a lot of journaling prompts. In case you are unable to purchase that or things like that, you can always Google for journaling prompts. Just go Google journaling prompts and you will have a whole lot of prompts. Pick out the prompt of your choice and you can just journal your heart out. Another book by Tall Elephant Only. I do not have that book handy. I have to look for it. But then it was a very tiny book with a lot of journal prompts. So very nice questions, questions that were really good for self-reflection. I'll try to get that book, and I'll try to show it in one of my reels or my next videos, upcoming videos. You don't have to make some expensive investment and all of that. You just have to do this one. If you have internet and a phone, you can just Google for journaling prompts. So with that, we are done with the video. I hope you loved watching it. This is just the basics of journaling. There will be many more videos that I will be posting regarding journaling, like the basics of it. I would like to cover the basics of it before I just talk about okay, journal and all of that. I just feel that having a strong base would help you journal your heart out, and it can actually be beneficial for you. Also, if you haven't checked out my giveaway video, we have the giveaway open until the 15th of October. So on the 15th of October, I will be announcing the winners in a video. So all existing giveaway winners also will receive their gifts post 15th, because 15th is when, after 15th I guess is a Sunday. So I think the following Monday, probably 16th of October, is when I will be shipping out stuff. So if you haven't participated in the giveaway yet, please participate in the giveaway. The link is in my description, and I'll also put it in the pinned comments. You just have to watch that video, try to follow the giveaway rules, and then you may probably win yourself a giveaway present. So on that note, okay, because I announced my giveaway, I just remembered, for the first time ever, I don't usually participate in many giveaways, but then I just happened to I've participated in a few, but then not many. I just randomly participated in a giveaway by Color and Joy by Willy, and I won this little tote bag. Isn't it really pretty? I was so happy about winning this tote bag because this is the first giveaway I have won. And I think you should check out her profile. She has some really cool stuff. They're all very colorful and very vibrant and lively. That is the vibe of a whole artwork. So I'm really happy about winning this. Oh, Nikito. So this is my little cat. He was a little sick for the past 2 weeks, so which is why I wasn't able to post videos. It really upset me. So if you are someone who's a pet lover or an animal lover, I'm sure you'll understand the intensity of it. So that is why I went MIA. Yeah, so with this we're done with the video. If you'd like to participate in that video, please. So with that, we're going to be concluding the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay kind. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to my channel. This will motivate me to make a lot more videos, and it'll encourage me, and it'll just basically keep me going. Thank you so much for your support. Stay happy. Bye.